Overall, cold plunging itself is just a massive test of mental and physical discipline, and that's what we're going to be experiencing today.
There's a million needles
I lost the shoe.
in my legs, right?
We watch Hello Okanagan, here in Sick Moose Backcountry.
Hello Okanagan. Today we're going to be doing one of our most extreme episodes to date. We are doing a winter cold plunge here in the Okanagan at Kal Lake.
You can see it's snowing. Like, it's cold in there, folks. He's gonna make me do this. Apparently it's good for you. Check it out.
It's probably going to be one of the most extreme episodes of Hello Okanagan today. Temperature is at about -2. Would you spend 3 minutes in ice cold water if it could potentially prolong your life and give you a countless list of health benefits? Well, today we're going to find out if Peter and I are up for the challenge. We're at Kal Lake, Kal Beach, and we're going to be doing cold plunging. Peter, what is your experience with cold plunging? Have you ever cold plunged before?
You and I did an episode during Winter Carnival, but I must say that was February.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that cold. It was cold, but it's nothing like what I'm seeing and feeling already here.
And how long were you in the water at that time?
I think we walked in and went up to about our shoulders and stuck around for like 30 seconds and left again.
Okay, so today we're going to be doing something a little bit more extreme. So cold shock, cold exposure therapy is thought to have originated in Greek and Roman times and be derived from hydrotherapy. People used it to improve circulation, improve metabolism, and just overall for good health. There's countless health benefits that can be derived from it just from spending anywhere between 10 to 12 minutes per week in cold shock exposure.
A lot of people might have heard, like when they watch like sports TV or whatever, when athletes are done, like especially like soccer, because we're soccer guys, our legs are just killing us. So like to go into a cold bath right away is really good to, circulate that blood again.
Of course. However, what we're going to show today is it's not just for athletes, it can be something for anyone. And you can absolutely take advantage and maximize the health benefits just from doing this in daily practice, whether you're swimming in a lake as extreme as we are today, or cold showers, or a tub in your backyard, however it is, cold exposure. We're gonna show how, even though it sucks and is difficult, can be something that is really, really good for you. So cold plunging itself has slowly started to become really popularized in the past few decades here through especially a gentleman by the name of Wim Hof. Have you heard of him, Peter?
I think I saw
Crazy
an
Dutch
episode
guy
of Goop.
Yeah,
Was
that's
that
the
the
guy.
one? Okay.
That's the guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow, yeah.
So basically, Wim Hof has a breathing method that allows him to access his, adrenaline and acute stress system, nervous system, and he is a massive proponent of cold plunging and cold exposure. Overall, cold plunging itself is just a massive test of mental and physical discipline, and that's what we're going to be experiencing today. So we're going to go over all the things that your body's going to want to feel, but the main thing before we start is I want to teach you how to breathe so that you can actually fully oxygenate your body, really use up all your lung capacity. And then we're going to be doing some kind of physical exercise, whatever that is, push-ups, jumping jacks. I can show you the Wim Hof horse stance movement and everything, but the idea is that we're going to get the body flowing, the body moving, the blood pumping through the body so that your circulation is freed up and easy when we get into the water. So there's going to be two different types of breathing. The first one I'm going to run you through is going to help get your circulation going and oxygenate you before we actually get into the water. The second set of breathing is going to be what you're going to be doing when you're in the water, which is just very basic and very similar to what you're doing right now. Yeah. So the first set is obviously we're going to take nice deep breaths and we're gonna hold that air in our lungs, and then we're gonna exhale. And what that's doing is just really getting the full flow of oxygen through our body. So you're gonna be doing inhale, nice and deep. You're gonna feel like you hit the top. There's more lung capacity. You can hit your lung breathing all the way up into the upper parts of your body. So we're gonna go even higher. Squeeze every last bit, hold that, hold that, hold that. A few seconds, 5 seconds or so, and now exhale nice and quick. And then we're gonna do about 10 rounds of those breaths.
Is that what you do before you go in the water or right now?
That's before I even take off the jacket and start moving around and everything. That just really gets the blood flowing, the oxygen going through the system.
Okay.
Now, in the water, your breathing is gonna be completely different. In the water, you're going to want to be breathing, like I said, as normal as possible.
Because your body's going to want to start breathing fast, right?
Yeah. And I'll walk you through what your initial feelings are going to be when you walk into the water to remind yourself. But your breathing pattern in the water is going to need to be something very simple, like Peter, are you ready?
Well, I'm here.
Now we're in the home stretch. We've done our breathing a little bit. Now I'm going to show you basically anything you want to do to get warmed up. You want to do jumping jacks, you want to do push-ups. Let's get that blood flowing through the body.
Yeah.
Wim Hof does his famous slight squat here, horse stance they call it. Obviously, you're going to walk in. Your initial feeling is going to be, this is cold, it sucks. That's natural. That will never go away. Through hundreds of days of doing this, it's still not gone away. It always sucks.
Wait up, you've been doing this for hundreds of days?
Yes. Anyways, Peter, are you ready? We're going to go through everything we talked about. We're going to get in there.
Let's get all this off and take our plunge.
Let's do it. Deep in, hold, and then out. All right, Peter, let's go. We're gonna go over here where it's a little bit deeper.
There's a million needles
I lost the shoe.
in my legs, right?
And we're gonna do a long exhale as you go in. That's gonna prevent you from trying to go when you're going, okay? So hold it, and now exhale and go all the way in. You got your breath under control, really good. Be at peace. You're at peace. You got this. 10 more seconds.
I feel like it's only gonna get colder.
Give me 10 more seconds.
Peter, thoughts, cons, concerns? How was that?
Concerns that I'm not gonna warm up quick enough.
You're good.
Thoughts?
You're good.
Thoughts is I've taken some hits. This has probably been one of the hardest hits my body's ever taken.
One of the hardest things you'll do.
The biggest thing for me wasn't the initial shock was crazy. It was like a million needles on my legs, and as I got deeper and deeper, working its way up. When you told me to breathe and then submerge myself, I was like, I'll breathe, but I'm not going to submerge myself. But as I took that last breath, my mind was like, just do it. And I got in there and bigger shock. Staying in there was really hard, but the breathing definitely helps. I mean, I use that in sports, the breathing technique. When I started feeling like the fingertips and the toes were the first things to start really hurting.
Yeah.
But then you try to get your mind off it.
You did everything by the book to a T as you should do it. And you'll notice we're now shivering, right? Like, so that's the brown fat, it's called. So it's a store of fat in your body that is designed to be burned. One of the last things to burn that keeps your body warm. The dangers of hypothermia are subsiding, and we're now just taking in all these benefits. You're getting the adrenaline, you're getting the endorphin stimulation. Mental health is so good for anxiety and depression. It's just a multitude of things that you can take advantage of, and so good for the body.
Guess what? It's almost Christmas time, and do we have an idea for you?
We've got brand new hoodies from Hello Okanagan and also sweatshirts.
So when David convinced me to do this lake plunge, I thought, well, we should do it with some others and see how they experience this kind of a thing. And I stumbled on a Vernon, BC Lake Plunge Facebook group. And I know there's others out there, and the lady that runs it is here with us now. Janice, how you doing?
Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Good. How was your first experience?
My first experience, I'm excited now that I'm out of there and all warmed up. And I actually can't believe I did it. So that I'm still remembering what it felt like. Yeah. But I mean, it does, I'm invigorated. It's the best way to describe it. So when did you start lake plunging yourself?
About 3-4 years ago.
And what got you to do it?
Well,
Was it a dare?
to be honest, there was 2 people that started me. So Shanda Hill, our extreme athlete, our ultra athlete that does 20 times Ironman. She did 2 this year. She started it because of an injury. Who started my sister-in-law, who got me at a weak moment when I hurt. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to try this at least once. If I hate it, I'll never do it again. So I tried it, and that was about 3-4 years ago. And we thought we would start a Facebook group. There was actually 2 others that helped me start the group. And we're just welcoming anyone that wants to come.
And there's lots of them in the Okanagan. I mean, there's lots of lake plunging groups in the Okanagan.
Yeah.
People are doing this, and that's not just because they want to see how far they can go and just kind of like a challenge or whatever, but it is for the mental and body health as well.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
For sure. We welcome anybody to join our Facebook page, Vernon, BC Lake Plunge. There is Lake Country as well. I believe there's one in Kelowna. I don't know their name. But we welcome anybody that wants to come out. If you want to try it, great. If you just want to come and watch, you can.
Thank you so much for your hospitality. Thanks for having a tent and allowing us to borrow your water shoes and everything else. And your group was fantastic. They were very welcoming.
Okay, Joanne, so tell us a little bit about your cold plunge experience. You went in with us. How long have you been doing it, and why did you start?
Oh, this is my first season, and I started because I've been watching the Wim Hof method for quite a while, so I've been lurking in the background.
Yeah.
I used to work for Coast Guard, and I did search and rescue.
Oh, wow.
So I've had experience being in cold water, but being prepared to be in cold water. And so I wanted to challenge myself mentally, and I wanted to get the benefits physically. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And it's good to know that some of the people that we have on site are obviously trained professionals as well. So
By the way, we didn't realize this, but she's actually been watching our show.
Yes.
And you've subscribed for a long time. You just moved here, so you learned a lot about the Okanagan from our show.
As soon as you guys started, I started watching you because I just moved to the Okanagan and I didn't really know anything about it. And it was COVID and I was stuck at home. And what do? I found you guys and I got to know the Okanagan before I could get out to explore it.
Awesome.
So
Well,
it's
thank
really,
you.
really
thank you for
loved it.
being one of our 2
Thanks.
subscribers.
Yes, actually there's 3. I got my mother hooked.
Okay, so make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on social media. Thank you so much for taking this adventure with us. We hope you have a wonderful holiday season.